And to get to that first down marker.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Let's it fly. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC, and that was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how...
Oh, he found a space on the right. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Using his legs to buy some time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And he puts through the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Caught over the middle, it's Branch. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Trying to have success on third down.
DB's right up on the receivers. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Now on the move. Tripped up for the tackle.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
They come to the line of scrimmage full of guts, passing on the field goal attempt that would give them the lead, and he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Georgia!
How nice is it on offense to have a quarterback with that kind of athleticism? Your playbook is so much more open when you get in 4th and goal situations just like that. You could call a pass play, and if it's not open, he can get you out of trouble with his legs. Nice job running that one in for a TD.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Power football with the run. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. The give to the back. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Looking downfield, it's King. Dances away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Dogs will line it up on 1st and 10.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike. We've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
They'll run it from the gun. Couldn't really get started there. Pick up of 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Humphries. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Reads it, fires complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Off play action. Forced out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fielded in the end zone. It's Haynes. Makes a move. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. How about that return? He may not get credit for a touchdown, but if they can pay it off, that score set up by the return man. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Scanning the field, it's King. Trying to find the end zone. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Marches ahead. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incomplete.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Intercepted, number 19. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Man, I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive, but you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Looking for a man, it's King. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit or when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Frazier. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been...
There he goes! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
And the Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And runs through another guy. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be fourth and short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the air. It's King. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rutherford. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Keeps it on the draw. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And you could tell if the QB wants to run, he's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Turning on the Jets. And vexed this defense with scramble after scramble has another first down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Georgia going up tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
With the catch, it's Delp. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Push down for the tackle.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
The Dogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
I'll tell you, you've been running it so well. You didn't get it there throwing on 3rd and short. I might just go for it here on 4th and trust one of my running backs to get this thing done.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. The throw. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Going right to work up top. Dances away to buy time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got it up to 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. The Yellow Jackets showing a little sting as they build their lead against the Dogs.
How about them Jackets, man? This is so good for Georgia Tech fans. They're so jacked up and excited. They think the Georgia players and fans, they think they're buffoons. They're smarter, they're better, and when they can beat them on the field, they want to rub it in their face.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Stockton. He's taking the shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete.